Holy, I don't think I've ever been so high in my life before.
Made it to the summit, and look, there's a picnic table waiting just for us.
Oh, Shazam!
Mine's getting so relaxed, it looks like he's about to fall asleep.
Today is a great day because we're finally working with Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada to highlight some of the adventures in Alberta.
And we're so excited. We've been wanting to work with them for a long time. We think it's so great that Canada's finally promoting the amazing and exciting opportunities with Indigenous tourism across the country. Of course, we're here in Alberta, going to experience a bunch of things, but today we're going on an educational hike in the Kananaskis with Equine guiding.
So today we're going to be on a short walk, and it's part of what I call the Cultural Knowledge of Plants hiking series. The traditional territories are very hard to sort of differentiate. However, they're through the stories and through our teachings that we understand the location.
I've always loved how they come up with the names of these plants. So this is called the buffalo berry, because when you turn it around, you see all the brown spots like the buffalo on the prairies.
Most other regions, they understand it as supala or soapberry. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the most important plants or bushes for bears in this area. Where I'm from, what we do is we pick the berries about this time, and we will actually juice them, or we will make them into ice cream by whipping them. And when you do that, it's called husham in my language.
Oh yeah? Oh, it's bitter.
It is bitter.
This is called the trembling aspen, and if you rub it this way to get some powder on your hands. So you need lots of it, but they actually use it as sunblock. How interesting.
And these are juniper berries. Normally people will have it as gin, or make a tea out of it. They can eat it as well. Right now they're still green, so they're not very good. This is all sweetgrass. You can tell because if you look down at the bottom, kind of has the red.
Yesterday we really liked our experience with Sigman guiding. It was just a different experience, super special. I really enjoy learning about all the different plants, how they got their name, what are the benefits that you get from them. And I don't think we will survive in the wild.
Yeah, I don't think so. And it is, I mean, it's incredible to almost, I think everything you look at, every plant, every piece of grass has a meaning or has a use to it. And it was also interesting to learn that all the different groups sometimes had different uses for the different plants or the way they would prepare them. And even, for example, out of the two guys that we had with us, for one, sweetgrass was a very sacred, very sacred thing. And for the other one, it almost had no meaning at all, it seemed like. So they're all different. And what's cool is as they cross paths, they would educate each other on the different uses and meaning, which is pretty special as well. But as you can probably tell, right now we're in a hotel. We're actually staying in Rocky Mountain House because while yesterday we were out picking grass and flowers in the Kananaskis, tomorrow we're actually going to be hiking to the top of a mountain in the David Thompson corridor.
We've been walking around half an hour to the base of the mountain, and the views are starting to be gorgeous.
Okay, we're about to start climbing the Fox Via Ferrata. It's going to be awesome. While we're climbing, to stay safe, we're going to be connected with our Via Ferrata lanyard. Every time we get to a junction, we're going to take one of the lanyard arms and move it up to the next J-loop. Then we'll move the second one up to the next J-loop and keep climbing.
Holy, I don't think I've ever been so high in my life before. Oh my god, so pretty.
Now for the most important part, the photo op.
You gotta really think where you put your feet. Oh my god, nothing can beat the views that you get doing the Via Ferrata here.
Especially with Abraham Lake
Yeah,
in the distance.
yeah, you can actually see how big it is. Like, it's massive.
And that's a man-made lake.
Yeah, hard to believe.
Made it to the summit, and look, there's a picnic table waiting just for us.
Oh my god, I made it. What a great experience. I feel so accomplished.
Now you're rock climbing.
Yeah, I know, and it's actually not as scary as it looks. You feel pretty safe, and trust me, if you want some adrenaline, this is the way to go. I just want to show you how high we are. I don't know if you can see how small the cars are. Super tiny.
Well, that was a nice break because it's not over yet. We're obviously at the top of the mountain, so now we have to go down. So it's about a half hour down, but I'm told it's a beautiful hike. So Carla misbehaved, so we have her on a leash now. She's a little bit nervous going down on the loose rubble.
A little bit of shade. Oh, that feels good.
I surprised you, I have a cold beer actually in the backpack.
Do I?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Oh my god.
How is it?
Oh, it's so nice.
Well, we finally made it back to the parking lot, which is good. It was actually an awesome day, and I didn't find it that hard, just more exciting, but it's more the heat.
Oh yeah,
so
super
hot today.
But we can't complain because we like the summer and it doesn't last too long.
Yeah, it's true. It's probably our hottest day of the year right now, but it's actually pretty awesome. It kind of made me more interested in rock climbing.
And I'm actually very surprised because I always get more nervous about this, but I felt safe the whole time. Tim is an awesome guy.
Yeah,
it really makes you feel so comfortable the whole time. So
yeah, and if you're wanting to try rock climbing, really Via Ferrata is the best thing. It means the iron way and is invented in Italy back in World War I and II as a way to get the soldiers, you know, through difficult terrain. And it's pretty much like a, you know, I don't know if it's steel, but iron, I guess, kind of like a ladder going up the mountain. So you strap yourself in, and I mean, as long as you're not being really stupid, it's pretty safe.
And for sure, you're getting the best views of Abraham Lake.
We're going to start today by doing kind of some of the most basic but important we call it traditional land-based skills, and a lot of people can kind of relate to this as a survival skill. So we're going to start with fire lighting, and there's many different ways throughout the world, throughout different indigenous cultures, to do fire lighting. And one of the things that's kind of cool is there's really a lot of similarities.
We're here at Painted Warriors, which is only about 20 minutes from Sundre. We're gonna have a full day experience, learning all kinds of things. And to start, we had to get a fire started for our lunch later. And we're learning kind of how to start a fire with a mix of the traditional ways with some modern technology. So we have a ferro rod here and a cotton ball down here. Let's see now. Get it the first time. No. I'll go quick. You make it look way easy. There we go.
Oh, baby! Come on, don't disappoint me. Oh. Oh, Shazam!
So next up on the agenda is archery. We're gonna learn how to take some shots at this guy. I'm sure they make it look way easier than it is. Of course, this is how people used to hunt way back in the day, and a lot still do. But of course, if you did hunt this way, you should practice an ethical shot, which is, you know, obviously getting so good at it that you can kill the animal as fast as possible with one shot and not just hitting it wherever and making it suffer for a long period of time. So let's see how good I can get.
What is it?
Wow.
Beauty!
Oh, wow.
Right on. Okay, go ahead, take a few more shots.
Almost went in the middle, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never believed that I was gonna be so good at this. Now that we just graduated the archery school, we are now in the 3D archery, where they actually have 20 different targets and there are different animals. We're gonna try to kill the bear, and we only get one shot because that's the way it is when you're actually out there hunting them.
Okay, so for this target here, you guys, you can see in the middle, so that's where we would want to hit. If you hit the animal there, it's going to kill it. It's a heart shot. Anywhere in this area, you're going to kill the animal quite quickly. If you're looking at the outside area here, it's still a kill shot, but you're not going to kill the animal as fast. Anywhere outside of that is a wound. So you're just going to wound the animal. So we want to try to get as close to the center as possible. And that's the whole idea between these 3D targets.
Now it's time for lunch, and we're actually having elk steak and some potatoes and onions. Both of them were cooked over the fire, so it smells delicious already. And we have fresh salad, which Morgan just picked from the garden back here.
So good. And they're not actually gamey. One of the really cool things here at Painted Warriors is that no matter what you're doing, they try to give you a deeper connection. So for example, next up on our agenda is the horses that they have here, and instead of going for just like a horse ride through the trails, which you can kind of do anywhere, we're going to get a more deeper experience, and we're going to learn how to saddle it and how to groom it and other things like that.
So we were told that you don't brush a horse just to make them look pretty. You're actually looking for any injuries, or if there's something especially right on this part of their body, because that's where the saddle goes. So of course you don't want that they have something stuck there that then when you're riding them is going to hurt them. As well as sometimes they have like a little creature living there, so we also want to get rid of that. And they like if you brush them hard. Is that okay, Chester?
Mine's getting so relaxed, it looks like he's about to fall asleep. One of the ways we're going to try and connect with our horses is to walk around with them and see how they respond to our movements. So first we'll go forward.
The second one is to stop, and the third one is to go back. Oh, I step on shit. So that's it for our experience with Painted Warriors. Oh, I said it right because that word is so hard for me. But anyway, we had so much fun and we learned a lot. I think that now we have some survival skills.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, but definitely one of the things I've noticed on our tour with Indigenous tourism is that everything had like a deeper connection to it. There was always like a really deep educational component, which is what I really enjoyed and why I would definitely recommend getting involved more if you can. And actually you should leave us a comment with what kind of Indigenous tourism experience you'd like to have.
And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe.
And to learn more about Indigenous tourism in Canada in general, visit our website at mustdocanada.com.
Bye!